Now, most people, if they're on a bus in a long journey, and if they don't have their headphones on them or music device, they will literally go crazy. They don't like that. People don't like not having technology around them.
Technological detachment is becoming today's reality. We see people on their mobiles, laptops, tablets and headphones everywhere. Instead of talking to each other, they often choose to communicate through the devices. When technology wasn't around, people would spend the time differently.
So what did I do when I was little? Played with dolls. I used to walk around the street playing with friends. We played skippies and hopscotch.
I normally spend my time on the laptops and my phone.
Mainly what me and my friends used to do is that we would go, playing football in the streets, we would go play volleyball, swimming, anything outdoors, because there was just nothing to do inside. There was no, computers, there was no video games. Like, we had to make do of what we had, sticks and stones.
Our time was spent with each other rather than communicating, which seems to be now the dominant form of interaction these days, is that people are communicating with each other. I understand why people find those devices and those modes of communication and information gathering useful. It's just not something that I find relaxing or easy to use or even enjoyable, and I use it more as a mode of work, and so when I'm at my desk I will use those forms of communication.
Well, if technology was to simply disappear one day, I think a lot of people would freak out. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves because we're so used to being connected to everything and everyone all the time.
When I was on a residential trip, basically for a week you couldn't use any technology. You just had to do lots of camping and stuff, and you couldn't even go to your dorms. You just had to stay out and do lots of work. So that was hard because I wasn't even allowed to call home anybody, and wasn't even allowed to play games and things. So that was hard.
Nowadays, whether out with friends or family or on the move, people still repeat the same routine.
If I was on a long bus journey, I would probably be on my phone. I would probably have headphones on, I would probably be listening to music, checking my emails, checking my Facebook.
And they are missing out on valuable experience.
So I would spend time in the back seat of the car, and I remember distinctly being fascinated by watching trees go by and the play on light with the trees as the sun shone through the branches. And I would daydream. That's what I did a lot of my time, daydreaming, and that's what I now do when I'm on buses, travelling in London and travelling home. I would tend to daydream or reflect on the day.
Internet and mobile technology seems to be subtly destroying the meaningfulness of interactions we have with others, disconnecting us from the world around us, and leading to an imminent sense of isolation in today's society.
Nowadays, being around, your family and friends is not the same as it was before. People are addicted to their devices, and it does get in the way of human interaction.
And I've never understood why the phone takes precedent over the actual human interrelationship. I was at a dinner party and everybody was on their phone, and I got quite upset that other people were on the phone, and I said, look, we're all, we're not interacting with each other, we're on the phone. And somebody said, but we're interacting with each other. And I said, well, no one's interacting with me, because they were interacting through their phone around, they were having the conversations through the phone rather than face to face, yet they're in the same room. And I thought, this is bizarre. This is bizarre. We're using technology as a way of communicating regardless of whether we're in the room or not in the room.
Although there are many benefits of technology, Maybe sometimes we should put the phones aside and remember the magic is human interaction.